Alright. Let's move on. Should I look at this from this side? This is the bathroom window. The hangar's only window, it's not possible to fit through. It means the only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. That's about all I was concerned about within the hangar. But I still don't have enough clues. There still have to be more. The other places that might yield some clues are Maki's lab and my lab. Crossbow in the bathroom. The bottle of poison. We need to investigate those leads.
Alright.
I should also inspect the 3 exosouls that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him in the first place? That might be related to the case as well. As expected, Maki's missing hammer. It's an electro hammer here, but why? It's out of power, it must have been used. But used for what?
Well, you know.
Case closed, ask who was missing a hammer. But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosoul, it'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it?
If I remember correctly.
Electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. I remember the site I saw yesterday. Exosoul's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Yukichi said he was the mastermind. The exosouls should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma, and for them too? I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention, listen up, take heed I say! Is Monokuma gonna confiscate all of them right now? Monokuma?
And another thing.
It's just, I noticed you came all this way last night, Shuichi.
Huh?
Huh? You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? I mean, Monokuma was staring right at us when we did that. Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store.
No way!
But you didn't need to sneak around, because the exosouls wouldn't have attacked you.
Hey!
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak,
Cuz.
everyone's coming to rent adult movies. So in a way, everyone going there is the same.
Wait!
What? What? Is that trying to make a lewd joke there? I can't tell. You can never tell with Monokuma. No, not that. I meant about the exosouls not attacking us. Oh, at the time, the exosouls were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
Hey,
Their movements are more limited now that the Monokubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the exosouls were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma.
Hey!
Why are you telling me all this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey,
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. Put someone at a disadvantage, not necessarily him. So were the exosouls there to guard him, like to prevent him from doing anything? I don't know. I don't get that just yet. The person who shared that info, the person that shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys.
Hey.
So if you share it instead, that way it'll be fair to all the participants. Okay, so somebody else told him that. So I don't have all the pieces yet. So someone else besides me knows this. Yeah, someone's keeping a secret. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them. Did Maki want to go and do all this all by herself so that she didn't endanger us?
Psycho pop.
It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. What? Monokuma speaking nonsense as usual. This information about the exosols could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Exosols protecting Monokuma has been added to the bullet section. Okay. I was expecting him to confiscate the electro hammer because it's going to be very easy to figure out who did all this stuff if we just ask who's missing an electro hammer and find out. Yellow, blue, pink. Okay, let's just inspect them, I guess. What exactly did I witness here? I know for certain that the exosols are being controlled by Kokishi's remote control, but why were they focusing on Monokuma? To prevent him from interfering with something. I just don't know what. Alright, here we are at Maki's lab. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone's here. Hope you're all ready. Oh, right. His pile of weapons. It's because Kaito had them. Here we go, the bags. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the one in the hangar. The cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside but disassembled.
No.
Looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him. Oh my gosh, stop with the white loading screens. In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here. Which means somebody must have brought it into the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
And then I'll think more about that later. For now, I need to investigate. Yeah, that was pretty clear. I'm missing a handgun. Look at these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. They're all airsoft guns. That's something that we knew before, I forget. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Yeah, I know that. We know that. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all there is to see here then. So then we only need to take a look at our own place. So let me warp myself over there. Here we are. See, for that kind of loading screen, we can get a black screen. How come we can't always get that? A bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here. Oh, there's poisons on the table there. Wasn't there something weird about this before? Like it seemed like it's something sort of contraption that should be able to move. I feel like we should still try to push this out of the way and see what happens. Antidotes. There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only 1 dose. And each one only works on a specific poison.
Well,
I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poisons, so that must be true for antidotes. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside this lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. Strike 9 poison. Label says strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it. Although it requires time to circulate, even a small amount of the body will result in certain death. Okay, so it's a slow acting poison. Can be lethal. Did Kaito get poisoned really early on? Like really, really early on? In the... Like, did he get poisoned by Rantaro at the very start, from the very start or something? Is that what's going on here? If so, that would be wild. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. How long are we talking when it says that it acts slowly? Because Kaito was definitely sick for a long time. And he hasn't been very forthcoming with the details of his sickness. Now these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean?
Alright.
Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. No, Rantaro couldn't have been gotten up here at that point. That doesn't make any kind of sense in my theory. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. Again, that has nothing to do with who's alive. And Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be... No, still too soon to be... It's still too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still some time. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Case files lined up for me to read. There's nothing off about them. They don't seem to be related. Alright, I guess we're done here and heading to the hangar. I still don't really know. The best guess I have right now is that Maki is responsible for all this. But I don't know in what way or why. And I think that Kokichi is the one that's dead. And maybe that's why Maki wants to insist that Kaito is the one that's dead.
Shuichi!
Because by insisting that
happened?
Kaito is the one that's dead, it allows Kaito to freely go do something? I don't know. Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. Strange. He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. Is it the pipes that don't connect? What are you talking about, Kibo? Well, let's talk to Maki first. ... Maki, why's it so easy for you to believe Kaito is dead? Because she knows Kaito isn't dead, but wants other people to believe he's dead? Or because she accidentally killed Kaito? Or killed Kokichi? Or I don't know. Because she knows the truth, is what it all comes down to. And I just don't know what that truth is. Huh? His shirt! Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this.
Huh?
These are Kokichi's clothes. It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's. Were they blood-stained before? And so they got soaked at the toilet or something?
But...
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are these soaked? Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out all these clothes. It looks like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way. That's brave of him to stick his hand all the way in the toilet. How are these clothes in the toilet in the first place? To get rid of them, obviously. Yeah. Evidence. Yes, it was very brave of me. And thanks to that, I managed to find a very important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Plugged in the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Unfortunately, this just further makes me think that Kokichi is the one that's dead here, and Maki is the one that killed him. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay. And that stuff that, unfortunately, the stuff that Kaito did with the whole, like, making a huge pile of weapons and having a lot of them go missing, means that we won't be able to tell if a weapon's gone missing for this specific purpose. Like, if Maki was to take a knife from her place and use it here, we'd be able to tell. But now, there's no way to tell, because all of them are missing. This has to be an important clue.
Alright.
Alright. I made up my mind, grabbed Kokichi's soaked clothes, and spread them open. Huh? It's a small hole in the back. Yeah, where he got stabbed or shot. Another small hole in the sleeve. It's about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case,
No.
there's a chance Kokichi was the one who's crushed into the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you. Thank you. This is a very important clue.
Well,
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours.
no.
Your hands aren't exactly clean either, though. Yeah, he was the one who stuck his hand in the toilet. If Kokichi was the one who crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going? Even though the mastermind is dead, why do you keep saying that? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy.
Huh?
You're concerned about that? That's not what this is about, Kibo. Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Still ...
Alright.
Now that we're out of the bathroom, we can get a lot more thinking done.
Okay.
Right. Okay, but what now? What are we actually doing here? You and Kibo both look more refreshed now.
Gross.
Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom? Even now, you can't help yourselves, huh? What are you talking about?
That's true.
It's all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now. Yeah, let's ignore that. Let's move on. We've got important things to worry about. Hey, it's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? Or Kaito? Wonder, I haven't heard from anyone.
I see.
Wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
Huh? I mean, it could have been both of them that died.
Seems like
Not necessarily one or the other. I mean, your face says you want to think that.
it's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Definitely not impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating this all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito. Ah, of course, I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know, you're probably right. Tsurugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi is dead. I'm certain that one of them must have. We'll see. Yeah, his disappearance. Now the ding dong bing bong. Okay. So apparently we had to talk to Tsurugi for some reason.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on.
As always, huh?
Let's proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
Oh man, I still have a lot of questions for this one. Everyone needs to be there. It means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive, will be there. So are neither of them gonna show up? Are they both dead? Or will both of them show up?
Then
After the at the trial, we'll know who the victim is. If both of them showed up, then that would just be too clear what happened here, though. That it was like somebody else's dead body. So I'd imagine either neither of them will show up or one of them will show up. And I think if anything, Kokichi's the one that's more likely to be dead right now. It's either Kokichi's dead or both of them are dead. Alright, in we go. The red door. Shrine of Judgment. The buff Monokuma.
Huh?
This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kokichi's already there.
You bastard.
It's the mastermind of the killing game. He's waiting for us to arrive.
no.
I don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive.
You wanna die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Lucky.
Well,
This is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair? I don't understand what she's getting at here. Is it weakness for us to want to think about all the different possibilities? I mean, I guess she thinks that Shuichi is being weak because he doesn't want to accept the obvious fact that Kaito's dead, but I don't think it counts as an obvious fact at this point. It's either that or she knows that Kaito isn't dead and wants to keep that secret.
you don't know?
6 of us will participate and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right, we're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
We can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi, no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? What do you mean you'll defeat Kokichi? I don't get what she's saying here. Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair, but something's wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito. Honestly, whatever Kaito would say to us is probably nonsense, and we probably shouldn't listen to it anyways, but go ahead. Oh, okay, you never mind. You're not gonna actually finish the sentence, huh?
You bastard.
I will defeat Kokichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. We can't lose. Uh-huh. Let's go. No matter what Kokichi is scheming, there's no way we can lose. After all, we're students of Hope Peak Academy.
It'll be okay.
I'm fine. I'll be on my guard the whole time.
Right.
I'm filled with the combined power of hope and magic right now.
Shuichi!
I understand you don't want to believe it, but Kaito's not here anymore. Alright, inward we go. Ramble, ramble. Yes, same cutscene as always, right? Okay, I'm just skipping that. We didn't say a word to another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. So few of us. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. Now, the killing game is supposed to end when there's only 2 of us left. That means 3 more people would have to die. If Kaito and Kokichi are both dead. But now, what do we do? Or what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As these thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. Can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival. Here we are again. Oh, that pattern on the right side.
Nice.
That's the same one that's on Kokichi's / Kaito's place. Ah, a battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is a truly magnificent theme. Woohoo! Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
Anyway, where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Monkey was right. The person who should be here isn't. Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts.
What?
What's going on? Why are you scheming right now? Is he gonna say that he's keeping whoever, like one of either Kaito or Kokichi, like hidden right now, just to make it more exciting?
No,
Doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming.
we must do it.
This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but will never give up. Hope will never submit to despair.
Unbelievable.
Oh, for the loves of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know.
Shut up.
Whatever, just hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair no matter what. So get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. Mix equal parts of life and death, and a dash of lies and truth, baking the fires of conflict. And when it's golden round and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial. Well, let's see this truly decadent class trial then. And once more, we face a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? Can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why, but I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. Kaede! To grasp a hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I'll fight in this trial of truth and lies. Alright, well, let's see it. Yes, I do want to save. For this trial, I might have to end up stopping in the middle of it, in like the break time of it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, because this one might be a super long one, and after doing the whole investigation, I don't know if I have enough time to do the entirety of the class trial. But at the very least, I'll be able to stop at the midpoint, I'm sure. Skills. We've got 5 points to purchase. Right? Let me look around at these and see what I want to do. If there's anything I can do. Okay, I think I'm ready. These are the ones that I picked. So let us open up the handbook and we'll save again, and then we're gonna start that class trial. Alright. Let's get this started. This might be the last class trial, it might not be, but regardless, this is gonna be a big one.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it.
The usual stuff. I like how we got a question mark on
and only the
Kaito's
blackened
head.
will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that.
Yeah, good point. There's no point in
Don't
someone
need
being
your
the
rules
blackened.
anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like, it seemed like Kaito was talking about how he really wanted to get to space, like, no matter what it took. But, like, becoming the blackened and graduating, does that even necessarily get him to his goal? I don't think so. So I don't know.
Wow! An actual talking robot. I've never seen one of those before.
How rude, Monokuma. He's an appliance.
Seriously?
Not a robot.
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
that voice line does not match your facial expression.
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
'Cause for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous.
Yeah, I figured that was what he was doing.
After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
And Monokuma's all about having the most fun.
Is it possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Well, he says
Don't
no.
worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
So, there is a person still alive, confirmed. And they're waiting for their cue. And he only said, like, the person, not the... It's not plural, so there's only one person that's still alive. It's gotta be Kaito that's still alive.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? Zablakin is the mastermind, Kokichi.
I wish it was Kokichi. I prefer if Kokichi was the one who was still alive. He's still, like, one of my favorite characters of this game, but... Is that... Oh, the boards in the background, the pattern, like, is the same one as the door to the Ultimate Astronaut's lab / Ultimate... whatever Kokichi is. Like, I still think it's Kokichi. But is that a chessboard? Obviously, it's the same. It's a very simple pattern, and it could be anything. But I feel like... Does it have the same number of spots, is what I'm asking. I don't think it does, actually. I think it's too few.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I don't play chess.
That's the only thing I can think of, too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
You're the one that's jumping to conclusions here, Maki, and acting the way Kaito was in the previous class trial. Sticking to, like, one thing instead of exploring all possibilities.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
But why would they never show themselves? Like, they were instructed to wait nearby until they got the cue, right? But if there's somebody who wants to help us, they should, like, call out and help us anyways. Unless Monokuma's, like, threatening them somehow.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain. ...
from Maki. Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. Alright, we'll see where this goes, because even I don't really know the answer to this one. Press, coat, account, probably
The
coat.
victim has to be Kaito. Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Can't be
Oops.
the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
And the culprit must be Kokichi. We lost a really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
What? Kazing? There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. Still, it's too early to declare who the victim is. Okay, so I need to use Kokichi's clothes. I do. And I think I need to do that on Maki's statement.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence.
Ah!
The victim must
No!
be Kaito.
Okay, well. Going back around for another pass, it's okay. Okay, let's
Kokichi
see
can't be
here.
the victim because
Go! Okay, nice.
That's wrong!
There is indeed evidence. Got holes in his clothes that were in the toilet.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
What confuses me about that is the injury in the arm. If they were shot in the back like that, they would be paralyzed and unable to move, most likely. And if Maki was the one doing it, they might just like instantly die, right? So why would they have to be hit in the arm as well? Unless the hit in the arm happened first. But that hit in the back is like perfectly right in the back. If they were hit in the arm, they would turn around and be on guard. They wouldn't get hit in the back after that.
Kokichi was injured.
Unless like Maki attacked him and then Kaito finished him from behind or something.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
what about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
But then why was Kaito's arm not in the coat? Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. This is going to be another situation, right, where Shuichi is trying to get at the truth, when in fact it's like going to be better off like not even coming to the truth. Is that what we're doing again? I feel like that's what we're doing again. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki's hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Yeah? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes. The sleeve of the jacket, it has a hole in it. That's what we're talking about.
That's it!
I would have I mean, that's a thing that's strange about it, but
sticking out of the hydraulic press.
okay, no, he is getting at that. Okay, I was thinking he was gonna like bring up the hole in it, but the lack of an arm is the thing that's most important, and it seems like he's bringing that up.
If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty.
Yep.
There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
You killed that logic, huh? Well, let's see. Was it the way that he wore his jacket? Did he have his arms not in his sleeves? Is that something that he did? Yeah, it was actually. Seems like he often didn't even have his arms in his sleeves.
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
She's being very rude to us now. Okay, here we go. Monokuma of hydraulic press Kaito's
The
coat.
coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
What is she talking about? Maki, you look even more murderous than usual. Yeah, she's been behaving very strangely. Usually she's not this mean to us. I need to do well with this debate, or I think she's actually gonna kill me.
The coat
I don't know
sleeve
about
sticking out
that.
of the hydraulic press
I didn't mean
is
to do
rather
that.
telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Swipe pattern
Wasn't
bloodstain.
looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
I see.
He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when
Okay.
the hydraulic press crushed him, All that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Okay, I think we need to use his, the fact there's a hole in it somehow. Maki's claiming pure solid, but I know it's not. She's wrong. We can't conclude Kaito is dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
I'll cut through your words.
Okay, yeah, that is it.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
I didn't even know that.
Maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
But still, it's unusual.
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Getting in your way and having to defeat Kokichi. She's really dead set on Kokichi being the mastermind. She's making a mistake, though. Maki, what's really going on? Seems you've made up your mind that Kaito's definitely dead. Why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim.
Hold on. Did Maki come in there, knock Kokichi out or something? Then now she's pretended, she and Kaito pretended that she killed Kaito. They're playing pretend that Kaito has been killed. So that she can defeat Kokichi somehow by tricking him into thinking that she killed Kaito when she actually didn't because they made a plan. I don't know.
Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop saying that!
Kuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now.
This is great. So now for them to be shocked that that Kaito's the one that's alive.
Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
In use. Oh, this is the... Oh, he was hiding in the red one. Yep, that makes sense. I think I mentioned that. The green one was there and already open, but the other one, it was suspicious.
An exisal?
What? Why is an exisal here?
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
Yep. Exisol Kaito. What's this?
Is that
No
Kaito's
surprises there. Is that Kaito? Yeah.
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off.
Really?
And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
Nice! Kokichi's still alive too. Okay, I'm happy. Another red one though.
You guys thought I died? I would never!
Wait a second. No, it's the
way.
same red Exisol. Okay, so is it who is now I'm confused. So that's either Kokichi or Kaito in there, or maybe it's even neither of them in there.
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Okay, is this really time for singing?
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Crackerjack.
Seriously, how old are you?
No, I don't think it's Kokichi in there.
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself.
It's definitely still Kaito.
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself.
It's definitely not Kokichi in there.
I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case.
Okay, so we're getting some new evidence here. That's good because I still don't know really what's going on.
Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly.
Or staged it so everyone could see clearly what you wanted to be staged, whoever you are in there.
The moment the victim died.
Sure.
What did you say?
Alrighty then. Let's watch this shocking moment.
Alright, well, let's see what this is, or more importantly, see what this isn't, and what this doesn't show.
Hey, Monokuma. Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the Excel, hooked up the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Alright. Let's see what this is about. Kaito already had with his injuries, being squished. He was already dead at that point.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this? I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed. I'm gonna...
Nope.
By the way,
Not the time
I'd
for
like to
barfing.
add that this footage has not been doctored in any way.
I mean, I can believe that, but you've also cut out the part of whoever it was, like, putting them on that. It could have easily been Maki putting him on that thing, or something. I don't know. There's still
This
too many
video
possibilities.
camera
That doesn't
only
tell
has
me
the
anything.
basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma?
Dots.
Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see.
You're giving him
If
permission
it's
to talk?
necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted.
We learned absolutely nothing from that video. What are you talking about? All we saw was that, yes, his body was indeed
Found
crushed.
inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press.
Well,
is definitely Kaito.
okay, I guess we did learn that, right? We learned that the body that was crushed was Kaito's body, or at least looked like Kaito's body. And so, like, by process of elimination, the person who's alive must be Kokichi. But I don't know. It still just doesn't seem right. Even if he is the one that's dead, I don't think he was killed at that moment. Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
I mean, if that was him, why? What happened with, like, Kokichi's clothes? What was that deal all about? I don't get that part.
I can't believe he died with his guts and his brains splattered all over that machine.
Is somebody who's is it a thing where, like, somebody who's dead is still alive, like Rantaro or something, and Rantaro, let's say Rantaro killed both Kokichi and Kaito, and then he squished Kaito, and then he squished Kokichi on top of him or something. So they like did a double squish, and then he cut it. Because there could be 2 bodies worth of squish there. You don't know.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well. That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
Don't use that kind of magic.
I know that's a joke,
That's demonic
but
magic.
The thought of it.
Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He just told us all that he was the mastermind and the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene.
No, it means the camera was present at the scene.
As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
Even if this isn't Kokichi, I'm glad we're getting more of Kokichi's antics.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exasol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
Oh man, what an accident.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Dot.
Man, I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided? Is it okay that this trial was so short?
Yeah, it's okay. You're right. This is the end. It's all been decided.
Is it okay that this trial
Oh.
was so short?
I didn't know you could do that, or I forgot that you could do that. You know, it's been decided. We know who the killer is finally. The killer is Leon. That's the truth.
That's
Kid
fine.
killer was Leon all
We knew
along.
from the very start that Kokichi was the killer.
Well,
Before we vote,
I don't know about
I want
that.
to say something to Kokichi.
I still think it was Leon.
You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko and Oshima created, right? Your beloved Junko and Oshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time
Says
now.
Junko question mark?
Oh, before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right.
Thank you, Shuichi. Oh my goodness.
The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes.
I mean, honestly, it's still a possible way that it could have gone. It's not impossible for that to happen here.
That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
Okay, that's more fair. Yeah, it is not their style.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation.
I like this OST, this one specifically.
I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
And it really hits well when like the OST changes like that, when somebody interjects and like things change.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit?
I know that's something that the Ace Attorney series does well as well. Although I've only experienced or watched gameplay of the first game in that series.
Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
I think a little bit of the second.
If it's not Kokichi,
I don't know who the
then
culprit is.
must be one of us.
I don't even know who the victim is still. I'm still not convinced.
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
Of course you would say that, Kokichi. Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
There's no point in listening to what they say one way or the other, whoever they are.
Yuckers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
You're saying the person who's a culprit is really bad at hiding it? That would have to be Maki then.
Are you serious? What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that? Why is it the only option? She's saying it's the only option because otherwise she's the one who's the culprit? That's all I can think of.
There's
Safety
no doubt
function.
that Kokichi is the culprit. We
I
all
didn't
saw
even
that
do
footage
that.
from earlier, right?
Kaito.
Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I did get like a... I did equip a skill where I was supposed to press a certain button
Whoever
to
committed that
do this
crime
silencer somehow? I don't know.
was with Kaito in the hangar.
Oh, I
Which
see. It's
just
like
leaves
that.
Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Okay, I need to rewatch that because I was busy figuring out my ability there. Kokichi killed Kaito with the hydraulic press. That's the consensus right now. But is that even possible?
There's no doubt
Yeah,
that
it's not.
Kokichi is the culprit.
Because of the safety
We all
function.
saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
No, he didn't. That's the part that's wrong.
That's wrong! The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
Yep. He had to have already been dead at that point.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
I'm sure it could if somebody just disabled the sensors somehow.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
Squish!
What we
That's a
saw
really
in that
fast
video.
press, by the way.
He was already dead by then?
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
Yeah, you could. That's also true. But then the press itself wouldn't work, right?
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electrobomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and Exosol's remote control.
Yeah,
It
that
would
too.
have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
He's just stirring up trouble again.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No,
Yes, we do.
I have a plausible theory for the murder.
Why would she say that? We don't have any evidence of a different murder method? There was literally a crossbow with arrows that had blood on it there. What are you talking about? Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. What are we talking about? Swipe pattern. The swipe pattern, probably. But something that's near the hydraulic press. That would have to be the swipe pattern, I think.
This is it!
Yeah.
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hanger, suggesting a body was dragged. The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
Why would you think it wouldn't be?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
And we also won't know if he was crushed by the... But he was killed by being crushed by the thing that was just the press that had its thing disabled though either. There's no reason to be so certain about that either, in that case. We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests the cause of death. The hole.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
That's a terrible curse.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
Unless you buy the same thing every day. Like, let's say I go to the store every day to buy pasta. And every day, the next day it's on a sale. That means that every single day I get pasta, it's always on sale. Isn't that great? I think that's cheap pasta. Why would you not like that? That's actually not a bad curse. It just means you have to buy things multiple days in a row. Or buy one of them the first day, and then the second day buy the rest. Buy like 20 of them the next day.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve. The arrows. What can you do with just an arrow? Are you saying that they stabbed him with it?
I was wrong!
What? That's not wrong, though. You have to say the crossbow?
This is it!
Okay. That was pretty dumb.
I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
I feel like my answer should have counted, and I feel like anybody watching this agrees with me that my answer should have counted there. I don't think that's a hot take that I was scammed there.